First, three months into Anthony Albanese's term in office, we're learning once again what socialist planning looks like. It's a system that replaces the invisible hand of free markets with a dirty, fat, bureaucratic fist. It's run by a government that disdains the choices you and I make in the course of our everyday lives and presumes that it knows better than us the things that must be done. It is headed by leaders who think that communities and economies can be bent to their command as they implement their perfect solutions to problems, real or imaginary. Let me give you an example. Energy Minister Chris Bowen thinks that 98% of car owners are driving the wrong kind of car. He believes he can change our car driving habits by fiddling with taxes and giving instructions to manufacturers to sell more electric cars and sell them cheaply. It's just 8 years. In just 8 years, he says 9 out of 10 cars sold in Australia will be running on batteries, putting Australia on track to meet its 43% emissions reduction target, the target he insists we must meet, come rain, hail or shine. It's as if Labor's learnt nothing from their blunders last time they were in government. The plan to lift education standards by injecting tens of millions of extra dollars, tens of billions, I should say, in that plan that failed spectacularly. The grand scheme to halve the number of homeless Australians. That scheme too failed. The scheme to improve computer literacy by buying a 2007 model laptop for every child in school. The only people to benefit from these programs were the people who got to run them. And the few projects that did work, like the National Broadband Network, sort of, cost many times more and took far longer to build than they said. And far longer to build than if it had been left to the market, that's for sure. As it turns out, most of us, most of the time, manage quite nicely on a mobile broadband technology brought into our lives almost entirely by the free market. Kevin Rudd and Julia Gillard's half-baked policies should serve a warning, therefore, to Bowen and his colleagues as they launch into the biggest command and control program of them all. Yet Bowen imagines, against all experience, that governments can control all the moving parts in the market. And this is just the part of an even larger plan to change the climate of the planet, somehow, by manipulating just one of the many factors that drives the unfathomably complicated climate system. So let's step back a few hundred paces and consider the first part: how to persuade 9 out of 10 Australian car buyers to leave showrooms driving a vehicle that costs more, takes an age to fill up, and has a limited range and depreciates at a rate nobody yet knows. How will he persuade us that the various tasks we all want to carry out with our cars, from towing and camping, fishing to dropping the kids off at kindergarten, all of those tasks are best carried out with an electric vehicle?